Well, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living. I'm Reverend Steve Van Meter, your senior minister. It's my honor and privilege to welcome you here this morning. We've been expecting you. Thank you for not disappointing us. You made it. This is the place to be. Unless, of course, you're somewhere else. But you're not. You're here. So sit back, relax. We have some very intense spiritual knowledge that you have come here to assimilate. But we're going to start with what we start every Sunday, and that's reading our vision mission statement that's up on the screen, which says, "We are an open, loving, spiritual community dedicated to evolving consciousness through teaching spiritual principles." So yeah, we've had some technical things go on this morning. We lost our feed, so if you're in Zoom land and you've come back, you had to log in again, I do apologize, but my technical crew is on vacation this week, so it's just me, and I've recruited Dave here to run our camera, and we're just gonna wing it. That's what Spirit does, right? So I'm gonna do the announcements then today. So starting with next slide, please. Okay, our annual membership meeting is coming up September 24th at 12 p.m. and we will be electing new people for our board. And so we need to have enough people who are members so that we have a quorum, which is the technical term for enough members here. So if you're a member, please come on that date, stay afterwards. We have some exciting news about what's happening with our center. And I want to introduce a couple of new people who are applying to be on the board. So if Kaylin can come up, she's just gonna take a moment to, you just come right up here and I will get you a mic. Stay right there. That's good. The mic comes to you. You can do whatever you'd like.
Do the hokey pokey.
Okay, I'm Kaylin Grant. I've been here since 2018. And I want to say why I want to be on the board. What does it mean to me? When I walked in this center 5 years ago, I felt like I was at home. I just come from close down Unity Church at Grants Pass. One of the first things I saw was checks and balances in the center. I want to be a part of this. This is my way of giving back. I want to be part of the decision making. I was a treasurer of the Unity Church for 3 years. I was a secretary for Grants Pass Kiwanis for 7 years, and now I'm still assistant secretary. My previous work consisted of 10 years in night audit at the Red Line Hotel in Winnemucca, Nevada, before retiring. I am willing to learn new things, and I'm committed to give my time and talent to this center. Kaylin Grant.
Let's go ahead and ask Nedra. Nedra, could you just stand up and take the mic and just say something about what your decision to run for the board is?
How many positions are open on the board?
2. And we have 2 candidates. We actually have more, but only 2 candidates came forward, so.
Well, I've been here for 11 years now. I'm from California, and I've been in the center in Huntington Beach for over 20 years when I came up here. So I've taken many classes and did many things. And now that I'm here, I decided to get a little bit more involved. I know it's all about doing it, a lot of positions, but now I want to be a little bit more involved within the corporation. well, the church itself. And that's it.
Thank you. And now we're gonna have Tricia come up and grab the mic right here and say a couple things.
I'm not gonna be running for anything.
No, actually, Tricia has a musical announcement.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and.
Got this.
Great.
All right, thank you. So calling all music people. Hopefully that's pretty much everybody here. I'm pretty sure it is. We're gonna get together and have a music planning meeting and potluck for our holiday season. We'll start the evening with a potluck dinner and some social time, followed by our meeting at about 5:30, just in case anybody needs time to get here from work. If you're gonna make it for the potluck, bring a food share. Your sign-up sheet is in the back, and your music ideas. Now, here's the thing about music ideas. Everybody has great music ideas, and we love that, but we need you to bring a couple of things with your ideas. So bring either sheet music and audio samples, if you can bring that, or if you're into like chorus music and you have some great background music that you want to offer, maybe some lyrics to go with that, that would be awesome. If not, if it's just a chant, you can record it on my phone like Myrna did. Together we'll start planning something special for the holiday season. Don't forget we have a big annual hoo-ha in December to celebrate the holidays together, so I'm sure we'll have something for that. And so this meeting is open to everyone who is involved or might like to be involved in the music ministry at our center. And if you can't, hold on one second, if you can't attend the meeting, but you do have something you want to contribute, feel free to email it to myself or to Reverend Steve, and we'll be happy to help facilitate getting as much of it together as we can. Can't promise we'll do everything, but we'll certainly bring your music to the table as we're planning. So, Deborah, you had a question. What date?
Oh, that's really a good question. She's so smart. Wow. There it is, right there. Friday, September 22nd, 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock, and the meeting actually starts right around 5:30. So hope to see everyone there.
Thank you. Yes, the 22nd, Friday the 22nd. And I'm gonna put this on the table too.
Okay, thank you, special guests. Now, let's get back to it. We have a new class by Deborah Perdue. The Gifts of Imperfection Book Study Group it starts on the 21st at 3 p.m. and goes to 5, and it's 6 weeks. And the books are in the bookstore if you want to purchase one after service. And you can see her if you have any questions about that. It's $20 per class, suggested love offering donation, anything will be accepted. And it's going to be right here in this very room. So please, there's a sign-up sheet in the back, please sign up. And next slide, please. Unexpected income, hey. This is always a favorite here. We do a unexpected income 40-day prosperity program where starting October 1st, after service, we'll meet right here in the sanctuary. I'll go over what the program entails, and there's a sign-up sheet in the back. Everybody that signs up, the first 20 people get a free abundance book by John Randolph Price. So just coming to the first meeting, you're gonna prosper by getting a free book. So, and you commit to actually every day writing an affirmation that's in the book. You just write the same thing that's in the book on a piece of paper, and then you write a little paragraph about what that means to you. And that's the program, but you have to do it every day. If you miss a day, you have to start the 40 days over. So when you're at like day 35, you gotta be really, oh, I did it yesterday. No, you do it every day, because there's something to the mind that is in completion mode will attract completion. And what you want is your missing link in your abundant prosperity. This will fill it in. And I guarantee that something is going to happen. Something's always happening. So, that's an easy one to fulfill. So come and prosper with us. I think we had tithes, that people in the last year that we did this, there was over $50,000 created by the people who joined this group that had prospered in incredible ways. So if you want to learn more about prosperity and abundance, please come and join us. October 1st will be the first day. Okay, activities meeting October 1st at 12 noon. Please join us in the LEC building, which is just adjacent to us over there, and we will talk about the holiday, all the stuff that's going to be going on. If you want to participate or just learn more about our activities, come join us. Do you believe in angels?
Yes.
October 3rd, Tuesday at 1:30 to 3. Nancy Yarnley, who is one of our founding members in this center, she's been here over 50 years, is doing this angel talk workshop. So it's basically just getting together and discussing things about what you believe in angels, and there's no real book that she's going to use, but if you have an angel book or anything you'd like to bring, please do. We very much believe in different energies in this teaching, and this is part of the energetic that we are open up to. So whatever you choose to believe is your business, but come join us and talk angel talk with us. Metaphysical book study group, every Sunday morning from 9 to 9:45 over in the LEC. We just completed today Living the Science of Mind. All the book study people were like, finally, it's been a year. But guess what we're getting into now? The Science of Mind textbook. Okay, if you've ever wanted to read the entire Science of Mind textbook, you're in the right place. It's incredible. It may take us 7 to 8 years to get through it, but that's okay. There is so much richness in this book that you don't have to be there for every one. You could just come in for 1 week and get an enriching experience. That's how powerful the Science of Mind textbook is. So please come help us with that. And after that, we do a meditation group. Our practitioners facilitate a 15-minute meditation from 9:50 to 10:05, and then everybody rushes back over here for the service. So please come join us. If you're bored, it's not our fault. We have a lot of spiritual things you can do here. And next slide. Now I will introduce Chip and Bucky, and they will sing "We Are One."
You will sing it with us, so why don't you stand up and
this Hi, everybody. Hi. Welcome to Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living. My name is Jan Scarabay, and I am your podium practitioner for today. Please join me in reading the gratitude. Will be on the screen. I love each individual expression of mine, and for this I am so thankful, and so it is. All right. What is a practitioner and what do we do? On your seat backs in front of you, there is a gold sheet that explains what practitioners do at Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living here and provides our phone numbers. These sheets are also on the practitioner table. And remember that you can fill out also, there's a yellow prayer request. It looks like this, and that's a request for affirmative prayer. And also, there is this blue one here, which is to share your demonstration, which means that when you make the affirmative prayer request and then it shows up, or any kind of demonstration in your life you just like to share with us, we'd love to be grateful and thankful for that too with you. And you can also fill out a prayer request online. And we'd love to pray with and for you each Sunday after the service. We are available for a short prayer treatment. Practitioners, please raise your hand if you're available today after the service for a short affirmative prayer. Lucky, oh, wow. And Reverend Steve. So the gang's all here. And the prayer to go around for everybody. And also I wanted to say hi to Zoom, wonderful friends. And today our table practitioner is Tracia. Miss Tracia Wiley. She's in the back. She's holding the high watch. She's holding this big bowl of infinite love. And she's holding this calm, poised, peaceful presence for us. And she can also direct you to a practitioner for prayer after the service. So we celebrate flowers. Today the flowers are from Miss Deborah Purdue.
And Shirley.
And Shirley. And Shirley's here. Glad you're here. Okay, also, we'd like to give a little gift for a first timer. If there are any first timers here today, please raise your hand and Reverend Steve has a packet for you. And just a reminder to silence your cell phone at this time. Okay, please join me in reading the prayer together. Today I am aware that I love my neighbor as myself. I know that the peace in the world starts with me in my own heart as I celebrate the grand diversity of God everywhere. And so it is. So it is. So please remain seated as we sing I Am Loved. So now I'm going to do a couple of quotes, and I'm going to read something I wrote that's around our topic of love thy neighbor as thyself, and it speaks to inclusion and oneness. And then I will do a brief meditation and affirmative prayer and blessing for us to lead us into Steve's talk, Reverend Steve's talk. Correction. So it starts out here with a quote by Maya Angelou. Love recognizes no barriers. It jumps hurdles, leaps fences, penetrates walls to arrive at its destination full of hope. And here's from Thomas Burton, a quote. The beginning of love is to let those we love be perfectly themselves, and not to twist them to fit our own image. Otherwise, we love only the reflection of ourselves we find in them. And to quote Bill Moyers from Joseph Campbell's The Power of the Myth, he says, love thy neighbor as thyself, because thy neighbor is thyself. Love that. There is a profound sacred sense of interconnectedness in a diverse spiritual community that is loving and accepting of all people. In a community where many are one, there is a starting place of unity, wholeness, harmony, and kinship, regardless the appearance of otherness. As love reaches deeper into our hearts, love begins to heal any suggestion of bias, prejudice, or separation. As we embrace the spiritual truth that we are all one, but unique as well, we can heal each other's hearts and keep love alive forever. We can celebrate each individual's unique journey and culture. As we begin to look deeper, we can see the sameness in everybody, yet see each as a creation of individual beauty in each unique expression. In this amazing world of diverse cultures, religions, and beliefs, there is only one home. It is in the heart of spirit that all beings reside. The divine present honors all beings everywhere with its breath and life. It beats our hearts the same. It breathes all our breaths the same. Therefore, as a spiritual community, as we embrace the divine in each other with respect and honor each other's diversities and uniquenesses, a more loving world emerges. As we live in harmony, poise, and joy, and embody the golden rule. Together as a community, we unite in cultivating an atmosphere for all kinds of healing, for all people, of all nations, and of all faiths. As a people, we co-create a world in which our equanimity is undisturbed, wherein love and respect for our diverseness encompasses all neighborhoods and communities. It starts here in our own hearts. Living out loud begins with prayer, understanding, compassion, and peace. Divine inner light guides us, and in the presence of light, all ignorance disappears and guides us to a deeper loving connection from ourselves to our community, out into the world that works for everyone. Now let's take a moment to contemplate these words as we enter into the silence, and I will call you back when it's time. Now gently return your awareness to the room when you're comfortable. who from this place of oneness, anchored in love, I speak my word. I know there is one divine source. I know it is perfect love that is wholly within each of us. I know it is compassion, peace, forgiveness, understanding that fosters love and propels my heart to joyful fulfillment. Today I allow my inner wisdom to show me the way to live fully and act lovingly with compassion and grace. As I align with Spirit, I take up the mantle of love and break through any barriers that impede the love of Spirit. I know divine love shows me the way of patience, tolerance, kindliness, and love. Guided by pure love, I speak a word of blessing in advance upon every one of us here today, and for all the healing revealed that transpires here today. I know that this service is blessed and is infused by Spirit with an amazing inspirational message by Reverend Stephen, followed with more wonderful special music by Chip and Bucky. And I'm deeply grateful for these blessings and for the amazing shift in consciousness. It is with great conviction that I release my word through the love of your Spirit into the creative law of mind, which always says yes. And so it is. Thank you so much.
This song you may recognize. And you're gonna sing about loving your neighbor and diversity. You should at least sing songs from some diversity. One of my favorite performers, and that's hardly saying anything because Bucky would run away with Kevmo in a second.
This is one of Kev's songs that he's done. Yeah, that's right.
So, as with a lot of Kev songs, it's hard to just sit there, and if you wanna like clap your hands and move around, you can. Great people all over the world. Join hands, join hands. All over the world. Join hands and ride the love train. Next stop for the train is here. Tell all the folks China to Russia too. It's time to take a seat on that blue train and let that train keep on riding for you and me now, people all over the world. Join hands, join hands, people all over the world. Yeah. Join hands on the love train. Tell our brothers and sisters down in Africa. Tell all the folks in Egypt and in Israel. Oh, please don't miss this train at the station. 'Cause if you do, oh, I feel so sorry for you. Now, people all over the world, join hands, join hands. People all over
Let's hear it again for Chip and Bucky. Well, good morning, everyone. One of the things I forgot to announce was our pledge drive is in effect right now. And boy, we're doing good work. We have an $80,000 budget for the year. And we're at $38,000 already. So keep those pledges coming in. We're getting there. We're getting there. Well, the theme this month is love out loud. You know, don't whisper love. Shout it out, man. Get it out there. You know, what are you waiting for? You don't want to look back in your next life and go, I wish I would have loved more in this one, if you believe in that sort of thing. You want to love now. You want to tell somebody. If you have a feeling, tell them that you love them. I know it's hard and I know it's awkward, but make it unawkward. Just do it. And then they're going to wonder what's up with them. Man, they told me they loved me. Oh my God. Do I have to say it back? Well, love thy neighbor. Love your neighbor as yourself. You know where the name neighbor came from? You're nearby. Your nearbys. Who's your nearbys? You are my nearbys. I mean, I live close to you, but we join together on Sunday mornings. You're a nearby now. I can see and touch all of you. But who are those people that live near us? Do we know them? Do we want to know them? Well, if you want to know them or not, they're in your life. You see them going to get their mail. You see them coming in and out. Do you say hi or you look the other way? They were up late last night, or I was up late last night. Living by example and loving each other by example, regardless of our differences, is the perfect way to create a world that works for everyone. In the science of mind, we often say that the word God is synonymous with love, because God is all there is. Love must be all that is. And if love is all that is, we need to express it. In a world filled with challenging violence and division and this weird energy that's going on, if you feel that kind of I call it divine unrest that's happening, because things are shaking themselves out. Things are falling apart to fall back together in a whole new way. There's a whole new energy that's being reassembled right now. And you are part of it. Listen, I'm not part of it. No, I'm not part of this. If you're alive hearing this, you are part of it in the camera zoom or wherever you reside. Everything and everyone is a piece of the puzzle. You play a special role. This month, we're invited to lean into that love and express that love out loud. Let's look for love in everywhere we go, in the people we interact with, in the events of the world, and most of all, within ourselves. See, if you don't like your neighbor, look at if you like yourself. Because even if they're unlikable, I mean, there's something to love about everyone, because we are all spirit informed. You can't not be spirit informed. Spirit doesn't make anything that's not like itself. You may say, well, I don't see spirit in that in the world. But if you look deep, maybe it just hasn't been revealed to you what it is. Just because we don't understand other people doesn't mean there's not love there. It means there's just something to be understood. And are you okay in the mystery? Can you live in the mystery that maybe you don't know? Maybe it's not yours to know right now what the answer is to all of the world's challenges. You know, if you were to know all there is to know, it would melt your face, because it's just so much. You'd be like, I was not prepared for all that knowledge all at one time. Thank you very much. I like spoon feeding myself metaphysics, one little piece prayer at a time, right? And some days I don't do it. Some days I smorgasbord on knowledge, don't we? That's just how we roll. So let's look for love in all the right places. Peace in the world starts with you, right here in your own backyard, which is someone else's backyard too. You know, it's said that fences make great neighbors, or acreage makes great neighbors. But knowing your neighbors makes great neighbors. You know, even if you don't like them, it's okay. You know, my mom would say that to me all the time. I don't like what you do, but I love you, honey. But we need to know these people. Just say hi. Just say hi. Next time you see, just go hi. It's not gonna kill anybody. Just do it. Just do it. Be nice. To truly create a world that works for everyone, we must ensure that everyone's voice is included. We must make space in our lives and in our communities for people who think differently than we do. We don't all think the same. And if we did, it would be so contrived and plastic and, you know, everybody's favorite color would be beige. You know, it's just not cool. It's just, I have several different colors. I have a spectrum of colors that I love. Depends on what day. You know, if I'm in my yellow Jeep, I love yellow. If I'm playing my blue bass, I love blue that day. You know, it depends. Science of Mind points out that everything happens to us, happens through us. You are what you've been waiting for. Ernest Holmes wrote, "A constant realization of the presence of spirit will provide a sense of divine companionship that no other attitude could produce." Again, that was Ernest Holmes. See, you don't need anybody else in your life to fulfill you. You need you. And when you have you in your life, everything is added unto that. All of a sudden, you're loving and you become attractive because you're emanating love all the time. And you know, we live in love like a fish lives in water. We swim, you know, as fish through this thing called love, and we ask, where's the love? Where is it? When we're so immersed in it that we can't see it. But that's what gets us up in the morning. That's what puts us to bed at night, is pure love. The presence of the divine is always with us. When we live consciously and aware that everyone around us is a divine expression of that one love, we can appreciate the spiritual life we are experiencing every single day. You are not a human being. You are a spiritual being having the experience of being physical right now. Your physicality is about that much of who you are. The rest of you is always in spirit. But we've all agreed to limit our awareness to just this perspective so that we can learn things, so that we can have lunch together. How was lunch today? All right. So that leads me to my 3 talking points. Number 1, loving each other involves accepting people for who they are. Family members who have opposing beliefs create space for everyone to expand their own understanding of love. Oh my, well, I won't even get into my family members, right? You know, I love my family, I do. I love my family, they live in Eugene. That's why I picked to come to Grants Pass, because I'm close enough that I could be far enough away. You know, close enough for holidays, but far away enough that they can't come borrow a cup of sugar. But if they did, of course I would give them sugar. I found myself here. Grow where you're planted. So here I am. We don't have to agree with everyone, but we have to love everyone. We have to at least try to love everyone. Now, there's certain, maybe you put on the news and there's people that come up and you go, I don't like them at all. But you might go, you know what? They're doing the best they can. They're caught in their own little illusion. God bless them if they think this is helping the world. It's more of an entertainment value than anything for me. And if you can see it differently, then you're not part of the hate. Don't become part of the hate. Don't be a hater. Don't be a hateration, man. It's not cool. Don't be a hater. Be a lover. Secondly, all historical shifts towards human rights begin with people advocating for each other. People of all races participated in the 1960s civil rights movement to renounce the Jim Crow law in the southern states. Today, nonprofit organizations around the world work to rescue enslaved people and those entrapped in human trafficking. If we desire to see more love in our communities and around the world, we have the opportunity to lead that shift. And teachings like this are creating more love in the world, more love between different races, there's only one race. It's the human race. And we're not even human. We're spirit expressing as the billions of countless life forms that this universe has to offer. And this is the only one we can see. You think the infinite only created this? I mean, how limited do we think the universe is? Number 3, practicing radical forgiveness for each other allows for deep and abiding love. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting. We're not expected to maintain relationships with people who do not want us in their lives. Forgiveness is about letting go of the resistance and the resentment and trusting that the challenging experience was a divine appointment that allowed for the spiritual growth of all people involved. You know what happened? You know that thing that happened? It happened. It's behind you. Get over it. I don't mean, get over it. I mean, really grow out of it. It brought exactly what was needed in the moment for your potential spiritual enlightenment. And it will continue to give you enlightenment if you look at it as a learning curve. You are growing. You don't just become an adult and then stop growing. That's the beginning of adulting. Okay? Because you're here, you are open to new ideas, new ways of being. A forgiveness practice can look different for everyone. In her book, The 4 Spiritual Laws of Prosperity, A Simple Guide to Unlimited Abundance, which we will be looking at during our abundance workshop in October, Unity Minister Edwene Gaines shares a practice of writing, I forgive, then you put the name of the person, 70 times for 7 days. 70 times 7. There's something to that. You start to untie the knot, as it were, and release them to their highest and best good. Someday you're going to wake up and it's not going to be the first thing in your mind. And you'll go, I wonder what they were learning through all this, why they needed to be that way. And what did I learn? How did I grow in growth and character from this experience? There's also the Ho'oponopono prayer. Say that.
Oh, no.
And it's repeating a mantra for someone we choose to forgive. And the mantra is, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. Let's say that together. I love you,
Love you.
I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. You're forgiven. We all have bad days. Some days are good, some days are bad, some get rained out. It's all good. So this week, we're being invited to identify the forgiveness practice that we use, that we connect with the most, to release any resistance that we may be carrying. And you may say, well, they don't deserve my unforgiveness. Well, it's not about that. Do you deserve it? Don't you deserve to be free of that conscious real estate, that's psychic real estate they've been carrying? You've been renting space in your mind to them. Isn't it time to own your property back? Inhabit that space for yourself? What an awesome place to be. So in conclusion, as we're being invited to love out loud this month, consider volunteering somewhere or providing financial contributions to organizations that advocate for human rights. Celebrate these organizations on social media. In your personal life, practice radical forgiveness. Don't just forgive, radically forgive. I totally forgive. I let it go, man, it's all good. You did the best you could, we all did. You didn't mean to hurt me. It just happened. And I'm all better now. I'm all better. I won't put myself in that situation again, because it hurt. But you find yourself in situations that hurt sometimes, and we heal through knowledge. Demonstrate what radical forgiveness looks like to others, so the concept of forgiveness can be understood and applied more often in the communities that you engage in. And remember, if it's meant to be, it's up to me. Make it happen. If you want to demonstrate something, pretend as though it's already so, and then reverse engineer it. And then if it's in your mind that you already have it, don't you really have it? Something to be said about that. It's a powerful metaphor. Martin Luther King Jr. called for us to be love-struck with each other. To be love-struck is to care deeply and to be concerned for each and every individual, including the poor, the vulnerable, or the challenged. So just remember this today. I love you. I really love you. I know who you are in there, God. You can't fool me with these facades, these different body suits. I know you're in there, God. Thank you for being here today. So it is. So it's time for us to follow our teaching. We're just going to take a moment and do a little affirmative prayer. So I invite you to close your eyes if that's comfortable for you, or take a soft focus on something, flowers or the candles. But let's take a moment, and I invite you to bring to the forefront of your consciousness what you believe created you. What is the power that creates worlds? What is the power that knows you and loves you? And that you are that power in form. You're not all that the power is, but every cell of your being is spirit, source, love, peace, and harmony. And as we look at our lives from that perspective, we trigger the healing activation where all the right ideas flow into our consciousness. The solutions begin to be presented to us. All the cells in our body are transformed into healing cells. All of a sudden, things that used to challenge us are no longer at the forefront of our consciousness. All of a sudden, love is the reason that we are here. So whatever it was that may have been challenging for you previously, I know that right here and right now, there is a healing happening. Something is transforming inside of each one of us. Something new is being presented, and you have the choice to either take it or leave it. And that's your business. But I think we can agree that something is happening, something is healing, and something is revealing a new truth to us. So I urge you to say yes today, to say thank you, to say I'm sorry, and to say I love you. So I let go. I release this directly into the living, loving law with thanksgiving, with gratitude, knowing it's already done, as we affirm this together by saying, Amen. Okay. It's now time for our prosperity sharing affirmation. So if you'd like to put your gift on your heart, just your hand on your heart, we'll recite this together. Grants Path Center for Spiritual Living gives so much to me and others, and I joyfully give to this center, and so it is. Give a bucket.
So we're gonna sing another song some of you will recognize. You know, we're up here, you're there, but doesn't mean you can't sing for me. You feel free to do that or clap or whatever. Not for me after the song, but during the song. That's one of my favorite little upbeat songs. Wait a minute here. Okay, ready? It's a little song you can all join in with. It's very simple and I hope it's new. Make your own words up if you want to, and no words anything will do. Yellow, brown, look around, maybe I'll just see you thinking. Black, white, star or fight, 'cause one of these colors never bothered you. It's a little dance you can all join in with. It's very simple and I hope it's new. Make your own steps up if you want to. Any old step that you think will do. Left, right, don't get uptight. Stick together and it'll be alright. Clap hands, move around. Make sure no one pushes you down. And here's a little song you can all join in with. It's very simple and I hope it's new. Make your own life up if you want to. Any old life that you think will do. Love, yeah, nothing new. Said someone was off than you. Help me set them free. Let's go see what we can be.
Thank you, Chip and Bucky. It's time to say a prayer for our offertory this morning. From the love of pure spiritual energy, these tithes and gifts have been collected. They're evidence of our faith, our belief, and our ability to manifest in this world of form. They do good work in this world. They bless the giver and receiver and allow this, the Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living, to be open and available for those who are choosing to remember who they are and for those who may not even know it yet. And for that, this community is blessed, and we take full advantage of that blessing right here and right now. And so it is. Okay, well, let's stand up and sing our final song.
Sing Come Go With Me. I know it's up on the screen, but since Steve surprised me, Reverend Steve, and said, oh, sing another song, I'm gonna sing a different song that's on the screen. That's a great song. Woody Guthrie wrote the poem and Arlo put it to music. But when you mentioned loving your neighbor and the civil rights movement, it just struck me that we need to sing a little song with a little energy here. And it's a song that I sung often during that
Go to the
movement.
next slide, Kate.
And
We won't be using.
we
that.
sang it at our wedding, as a matter of fact. So it goes like this. Well, come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land. Where I'm bound, where I'm bound. Come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land. With me to that land. Where I'm bound. Well, there's sisters in that land. There'll be brothers in that land. Ain't gonna be no others in that land. Where I'm bound, where I'm bound. There'll be sisters in that land. There'll be brothers in that land. Ain't no others in that land. Where I'm bound. So come and go with me to that land. Oh, come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land. Where I'm bound, where I'm bound. Oh, come and go with me to that land. Yes, come and go with me to that land. With me to that land. Where I'm
And now for our benediction, please repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening right now. Something wonderful is happening right now. It's happening in my mind. It's happening in my body. And it's happening in the body of my affairs. I think it. I feel it. I know it. Just the way that it is. And just the way that it is not. Thank you, life. Have an awesome week, everybody. God bless.
All these dangerous people are now on camera. All these dangerous
Usual suspects. Hey, Stephen, you did a good job.